What's up, family? It's Jay Morrison. Somebody said I shouldn't say who I am because everybody knows who I am. But so what? It's Jay Morrison, also known as Jay Mr. Real Estate, and this is my show, the Ask Jay show, or it's not really a show, but it's still just me. And it's episode 85. So we are like getting down to the top or the bottom 5 countdown almost of this platform. We'll start off with our Ask Jay motivational message of the day, and then I'm going to hop right into our 5 questions. I don't look at these questions, as you guys already know by now, and we're going to freestyle and see what you guys asked, and we're going to give some great insight. So I was in New York City just a little while ago, and I just thought about something. Just a lot of times I do these motivational messages, and as much as it is as they are for you, they're for me as well. And I'm a little under the weather still, so don't mind my sniffling or nasal sound. So, and I'm getting better for our corner classes this Saturday in Baltimore. So I'll be better by then, I believe. So, I was just thinking about just a lot of things that I'm working through, and I think about mistakes. Like I'm a heavy critic of myself. Like I'm definitely my biggest critic, right? I do a lot of self-evaluation, and I encourage all you guys to like really, you should be the hardest on yourself, and you should also be a good fan of yourself as well, but you should definitely be your own worst critic. I think it helps, keep yourself sharp. So anyway, I was just thinking about past mistakes, things I wish I could have did differently, better, blah, 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 right? And within my business, within just all types of stuff. I mean, I make a lot of mistakes. You guys probably may not know it. I mean, you'll see some of them that are obvious, but there's some you won't never even know. But I'm like, man, what was I thinking? Or, I just wish I could see things better, right? So hindsight's better than foresight. So anyway, I want to say to everyone and to myself, this is our message together, is that, leave the past in the past. I mean, you learn from it. Yes, we need to learn from it and evaluate it. But after that, woosah, deep breath, whatever, leave the past in the past. Don't go beating yourself up about something that already happened. I know I do that a lot. I'm telling you, there's some things, and I don't really harp on it, but there's some things that still come up. I'm like, damn, like I'll say it out loud. I'll be thinking in my head, and I'll actually even say it out loud. I actually breathe out loud or huff or puff, or any of you guys are ever around me, you're like, Jay, why are you talking to yourself? Like, I'll constantly, kind of talk to myself a little bit, like just because I just got a haircut today to make sure it's like kind of all right. So yeah, so just learn how to let things go. It is an invaluable skill, and I'm still working on that. Just letting things go, understanding you're not perfect, and all that good stuff. So I just want to encourage you all to we are human. Like we gonna mess up. Like my daughter today, I just got a call. My daughter, a 7-year-old daughter, she forgot her book at school, so she couldn't do her assignment tonight. And she's a straight A principal's honor roll student, and she had the biggest meltdown over not being able to turn in one assignment. Like, I mean, really, you would have thought that 3 of her dogs died or something. Like, she just was ballistic over not bringing a book home and missing one assignment, and she doesn't miss any assignments. And yeah, it's just our way. We all got to be able to, like, I mean, it is done. It's nothing she could do but go to school tomorrow and, I don't know, figure it out. So just for all of us, though, just leave the past in the past. So I'm telling myself that, too. There's just some things, man. I'm telling you, sometimes you just wish you get that pass back, or you get that catch back, or that fumble, or, so we can't get it back. We cannot rewind time and, bust another move. All we can do is really, really move forward. And it's so much easier said than done. I know how hard it is. We all can say it, but it's really hard to truly be like, all right, man, like, because you kind of want to beat yourself up, because yourself kind of deserves a little beating up sometimes, because you did some stupid, what. But still, it's better, it's healthier to just let it go. So let's hop into our questions right now. And thank you to Brandon J. Wigley and the whole JM Rep team. They're really killing it. Greg, Hutton, Tosin, Brandon, Chris, Isaac, Daniel. Just you guys are doing a great job. Thank you. There's no way I can move around the way I do and be so active in so many areas. I held several meetings today, conference calls, Skype calls. Like I'm just be like, just every time I look up, it's just another call, another video, another this, another that. And without my support team on my investment company and with the academy and YMC, shout out to all my whole YMC board: Queen Tamara, Queen Jacinta, Queen Nikita, Queen Tiffany, Queen Civ, Queen Unique, King Bender, and everyone, King Bill, everyone in between. Just thank you all. Queen Jazz, Queen Letitia. It's funny, in my YMC it's like mostly queens, and then in my JM Rep it's like mostly kings, and then JMA is like a little bounceable. I don't know, but I'm open. I'm an equal opportunity leader, equal opportunity employer. So I guess whoever fits. I am looking for Queen Jazz. I gotta speak to you about the copy. We still haven't talked about the copy opportunity, so we gotta talk about that. Please stay on me. And anybody that ever works with me on anything, feel free to stay on top of me about stuff. And I'm usually on stuff, but you just gotta be on me sometimes. Like, remind me, it's okay. But I am looking for a really airtight marketing person. I don't mean you just did marketing, and unless you're some superstar who just hasn't had a shot yet, that's one thing. But I need an experienced marketing person, because I do majority or oversee majority of my own marketing, and I'm burnt out. I'm tired of it. And I can't give it my best because I'm giving so many other things my best. And so this is a little secret, but I'm personally watching my marketing kind of dip a little bit, and it's frustrating me because I take a lot of pride in my brand. And so anybody can be a marketing manager. You have experience doing graphic design or could manage graphic designers or whatever, doing ad copy and things like that. Hit us up. Hit email info@jmorrisonacademy.com, especially for my academy for JM Rep. So anyway, let's hop into these questions so I can get my sniffling butt to bed. Let's see. Brandon Wigley, where are you? Okay, so a text from Brandon Wigley, VP at JM Rep. First question comes from YouTube, and the CBMT asks, if people love the ones who oppose them, do you think it's possible to really wake them up when they are so dependent on the oppressor that they can't imagine life without them? Well, you find a lot of, it's a victim syndrome. I've actually Googled victims and really researched like how victim behavior, and a lot of victims, a lot of abuse victims, a lot of rape victims, a lot of trauma victims in general, they actually find comfort and have a relationship with the person that oppressed and abused them. It's like, I forgot what it's called. It's some psychological or technical or term for it, but a lot of victims don't even know, right, and can't even separate the two in regards to, they can't. I don't know, something there. But in regards to waking people up, you're saying if people love the ones who oppress them, do you think it's possible to really wake them up when they are so dependent on the oppressor they can't imagine life without them? Yes, it is possible to wake people up. They don't see their own worth, which is why they rely on someone else's validation or someone else's definition of their worth, because they don't know. You don't know what you don't know. So like when I had my wake up just over a year and a half ago in Mississippi, And that really was my true wake up. Like I had a little bit of waking up, but one of the elders was asking me questions, and he was like, I forgot the questions the king asked me. He asked me like two or three really good questions, and one of them might have been like, "Are you free?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm free." And he's like, "Boy, you ain't free." I was like, "Yes, I am free. What do you mean? We were free." He's like, "You ain't free." And he asked me something else, and he said, "You know what your problem is? Your problem is you think white. That's your problem. You think like a white boy." That's what he told me. It's like a 70-something-year-old black man. And what he was saying is, and further elaboration, see, whenever we throw the word white out there, it almost gets like, oh shit, here we go to the racial shit again. It's not that. It's perspective. What he was saying is, my thinking prior to that awakening weekend, my thinking prior to that was the thinking of how I was brought up and I was taught. And my thinking of how I was brought up and taught, I remember being in sixth grade when we first covered Black history, we covered American history and all those things. And at that time, it doesn't matter if I was in an all black school or all white school, but at that time I was in a majority white school system. I was the only black kid in my grade, and my teacher was white. And even outside of those people being European American, right? I use European American instead of white sometimes, just African American black, European American white, either way, interchangeable. So my thinking at the time, outside of those people being European American, my curriculum, the school books in which I learned from, and the school books in which 99% of you all learn from, unless you went to a special African whatever school, was all school curriculums created by European Americans that are teaching Americans the European American experience in America, right? Their perspective on America. Like imagine if you were being taught American history by a Native American. I bet you a Native American book is a lot different than a European American book. All American history, the same accounts, the same years, the same wars, but I bet you a Native American book is different than a European American curriculum and book. And so should an African American perspective in book and curriculum be different than a European American curriculum. And that's what he was saying to me, is that if you are a black person, you do not, because you were brought up this way in church and school and everything else, you do not and you should not see the world as a European American sees the world. You shouldn't. It would be like a Jewish person seeing the world through the eyes of a Nazi German. Like, why the hell would a Jewish person look at the world through the eyes and paradigm of a Nazi, right? Or any other, right? You see the world through the eyes of the experience of your people. So even take that out, right? Because when you start saying Jewish, some people get into doing that too. So I'm like I like to be like borderline politically correct, but still like straight shooter. So back to the Native Americans. Native Americans, they teach in their tribes and their cultures and on these reservations that they got put in, left over. All this land was theirs. All 50 states were their territory. It's not funny, actually. And they're on these reservations now, right? So like all the way up to Washington, Oregon, like all these states were like this, all this rural land that nobody even uses. It's not even theirs no more, right? Just so random people can have acres and acres and acres, like it's not theirs. So anyway, if you look at history through the eyes of a Native American, it's different. And so that's my whole point to this, your question, is that we can wake black people up, African Americans up, when we get them to understand that one point. Like, yo, King, chill, wait, hold. All you gotta do as a black person to wake up is say, all right, let me just go, forget everything I know for a second, right? Because you're gonna think the people trying to wake you up are crazy. You're conscious, you're pro-black, you use all these terms. Screw all of that. I'm not saying be any of that right now. You ain't gotta be a conscious brother, conscious sister, you ain't gotta be a Kendrick, J. Cole, none of that. All I'm saying is look at the world in the eyes of, let the Native Americans look at it from their perspective, let the European Americans look at it from their perspective, and you as African American look at it from your experience perspective. But you can't look at it from that perspective if you don't even learn your own history and know how to look at it. And then when you do the research yourself, you don't even need nobody to tell you. Just Google yourself. and you do the research and you see what really went on with our people, I mean, even up to the 60s, 70s, I mean, to current day, really. But I'm saying a lot of current things happen that were really like, whoa. And then, that starts to wake up because the facts don't lie. The facts will wake your ass up. So that's my little take on that. That was a long first question, but, I'm passionate about that community stuff, right? About us. Black love. Can't help it. So from Facebook, Tyler Roberts asks, what's up with you and Marc Whitten doing something together? It's overdue for the community. Yes, Tyler, I agree. And Marc Whitten and I are fighting through what we call Black people problems. Marc and I are cool as you know what. I'm trying to minimize my curses. We cool. I mean, Marc texts all the time and all that. But Black people have trouble collaborating. Like, and I'll say it to Marc, he'll say it to me, like, we tried. We talked. We got all the way almost to the point, and it was like, and then but we still cool. And I support him, and he support me, and I want us to. I told him, like, yo, bro, I told him, like, I really want to do this for our people. Like, I really want to do it for our people. It just still got to make sense, for my brand, his brand, and all that. But I'm like, I really want to do it. I want to show our people that, this is what it looks like. Like, this is what it looks like. And so, Marc, ball's in your court, King. So, y'all hit up Marc. Everybody at Marc Flips Houses, I think that's his IG. Marc Flips Houses. At Marc. Tell him ball's in his court. What's up? Like, I mean, let's do something. I told him, let's do something. Like, I'm in Baltimore all the time. That's his city. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he's welcome, whatever. But it's like, let's do something. He want to do something in Miami. I'm cool with that. We go to LA, we go to Baltimore. I don't care. Let's do something. I would love to see it. But we got to get past our Black people problems. Seriously. I've done collaborations on many different levels with European Americans. We talk over a table, we email, we whatever. This is your, and boom, we get business done. Man, I try to, how many leaders I don't reach out to? Man, I don't talk to Umar. I don't reach out to Tariq Nasheed. I don't reach out to I got their numbers. Like, I don't reach out to a lot of people, man. Black, I don't know, man. I don't know. I can't call it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Like, Black people problems, man. Black men problems. Like, we be too big to be in a room together or something. I don't know. Everybody, I can't call it, man. But I still love our people, though. From Facebook, DJ Cornwell asks, you think you're going to be well enough to do the corner classes this weekend? Man, I don't care if I got 102 fever on one leg, the corner class is going down. Like, so, well or not, we're going to make it happen. So that's that. But I am taking my meds and getting some rest. So I should be well enough. And we're going to make it happen. And if the weather gets a little too iffy, we do have a in-house rain option. So it won't be on the corner. We'll have to go downstairs in the church that the corner is on. So we do have a house for that. But I'd love to do it on the corner, though. I just think that's just going to be dope. From YouTube, Michael N. asked, as a newbie investor, is it okay to shoot for a commercial property, 6 or more, for my first investment property, or should I do a few single families, 4 units to get my feet wet first? I don't think you need to do a few single families or 1 to 4 units, but I think you should do one, right? Just get the process down, get your feet wet. I mean, you could jump straight into commercial, and you can do it. And I'm all for. I'm a high roller, baby. I'm all for big risks, play big, all that. But I just think, as your mentor, as a coach, I think, just get your feet wet work first. Walk, crawl, walk, run. And I think just closing a property will just give you so much experience going to the closing table, contracts, escrow, HUDs. You just get familiar with all those things. So I say get familiar with it that way. Like, probably that'll be your best bet, honestly, best practice. Then from IG at first class limo ATL ask, I have recently grown a beard, and I noticed that you don't wear any hair in your face. Is that your personal preference, or primarily for your brand's appearance? Cool. Well, I used to. Personal preference is the easy answer, and I used to. You'll see in my Hip Hop the Homeowners book, I used to wear a little mustache, and then prior to that, I have like a little. What's it called? I guess like not goatee, kind of goatee, a little triangle beard here and a little mustache. That was my look for like years. And then I think I got rid of the beard, just the mustache for a while. And then one day I went to a new barber, and he thinned my mustache out so thin on top of my lip, like Pepe Le Pew, and it was just like, oh, it looked too weird. It looked like it was weird. So I told him just to cut it off, and then I looked crazy. And then somehow later on in the week, it kind of grew on me. And then next time I got it cut, I tried it again. And then it was just like, I looked younger. I felt younger. And it was just clean. And I just kind of stuck with the baby face. So personal preference, not so much for the brand per se. Clean is clean. You can have a beard to be clean, right? All that. So those are our 5 questions. I really enjoy this, but it's coming to an end though. We got 5 more episodes and it's a wrap. Wait, 86, 87, 88, 89, yeah, 5 more. And so for everyone, just a few more days and the enrollment cutoff for the J. Morrison Academy, right, for all the courses. We will be bringing it back. Don't ask me when, act now. How about that? jmorrisonacademy.com, learn credit, residential real estate, commercial real estate, stocks and finance, or get them all in the Wealth Mastery course, including our business courses that'll be coming out soon. And I got a bunch of good dates coming up. I'm going to be doing some February. I just ironed out today. I'm going to be doing 3 or 4 different classes in New Jersey on Saturdays. I'm thinking about doing some boot camps, some classes. I got Toronto coming up for all my Toronto, my Canada followers, where anyone's going to be in Toronto on All-Star Weekend. I'm planning a nice little something all-star weekend in Toronto. And what else? Chicago. I'm working on something Chicago for the weekend of January 23rd. And hey, if any of you guys want to get me to your city, email booking, BOOKING at jmorrison.net. And I want to come to Dallas. If I got some Dallas followers, all y'all get a pot together. Let's figure this out. I want to come to Dallas. I do want to come to Miami. I want to come to all the warm places right now. Man, it's too cold up here. Give me somewhere warm, please, and let's build. Like, I'll give y'all a extra day with J time. So anyway, love y'all, man. Like the video, comment below, share the video, subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you tomorrow for episode 86. We out of here. Peace.